What's up, guys? This is Jay. We had a balance patch in Korean server yesterday, so I'm just gonna go over classes that I play. First up was Slayer. Stats. The increase coefficient of damage in runaway state due to specialized stats has been changed as follow. So this translation is really weird here, but it just means that efficiency of your specialization stat has increased into 0.11 from 0.1. So this is a buff to Punisher, not Predator. Also, your identity bloodlust skill in PvE has increased by 2.4%. So that's also targeting Punisher, not Predator. But if you're a Predator Slayer using like one spec ring, then I guess this can be a buff to you. Buff to you too. Battle Master, we're not gonna go over that class. Infighter, yes, that's Scrapper. Stats. The fighting spirit energy acquisition increase coefficient due to specialized stats has been added. So it's 0.36. So this is, you know how we got a new identity in the previous balance patch, right? But it had nothing to do with the specialization stats. But now, if you increase your specialization stat, then you gain more fighting energy. That's which is the new identity meter that you get after the balance patch. Common damage in PvE for all skills except basic attack and awakening has been reduced by 3.2%. So your damage overall has been reduced by 3.2% in PvE. And also the fighting spirit energy gain for all skills except awakening has been reduced by 50%. Your identity meter gain, which is the new one, not the yellow and the green one, has been reduced by 50%. So that's a lot of cut down. And change so that the abundance rune can be worn. So that's wealth rune. Even though we got the new identity in the previous balance patch, we were not allowed to use the wealth rune for some reason. It just didn't work, but now you can use it. If you use wealth rune, you can gain more identity meters. And then the amount of fighting spirit energy acquired when a skill is hit has been improved to be affected by the identity acquisition amount increased buff effect. So that's like so in the previous balance patch, we got the new identity meters, but the amount of identity meter was not affected by like your support relic set or your bracelet, like things like that. But now will be affected by it. For strike, I think that's charging blow. So there's a strong fist tripod effect that has been changed as follows. It had 70% increase. The range of downward attack increased by 70%, but now it's 30%. Referee, that's not referee. That's I think that's judgment. Because it has the Korean term for judgment, which is simpan, also has the meaning of referee. So I guess Google translated. I think that's why they translated wrong. The striking range of the strike has been increased slightly, and it has been improved to move forward slightly while jumping and hitting. So you can actually move a little bit forward while using judgment. So that's a good thing, right? You don't necessarily have to get close to the boss and use judgment. That's a good buff. Death sentence. Border has been improved to display in the skill slot when the impact energy reserve exceeds 75%, and crushing blow is the same. So you will be able to see, you'll be able to tell if the green energy, shock energy, exceeds 75% now. You will be able to tell. Identity. It has been improved to be immune to status ailments while using the fighting spirit skill. So you, like, it means that, it does not mean that you won't be, like, knocked down by your enemies. It just means you won't be like blinded, you won't be like earthquaked. if you activate your identity. Engraving. So the taijutsu engraving has been changed as follows. So only difference is this. You gain 3, 4, 5 fighting energy and become immune to stiffness while radiating fighting spirit. So this just means that you will be gaining 3, 4, 5 fighting energy when you activate your skills. You don't necessarily have to hit the boss to gain these extra identity meters. If you just activate it, then you gain it. So it's like since the amount of identity meter is cut down by 50%, they gave us this instead, so that we can actually like cover up the loss a little bit. So the point here is that our damage for Scrapper has been reduced by 3.2%. And also, the identity meter gain is reduced by 50%, but then we gain 5 identity meter whenever we activate stamina skill. So, this indicates that, and I tried it in the game, and this just indicates that our overall damage is reduced, but we'll be able to activate our identity a little bit more often. So I don't think it will be like full 3.2% nerf, since we can activate our identity more, but still overall it's nerf. Not a good news. Gunslinger. PvE damage of rifle skills has increased by 2.1%, so that's a good buff. So that's like Ha means low. The stagger of a lot of skills has been improved, it looks like. And the PM engraving has been changed also. While changing to shotgun stance, critical hit rate increased by 10% and damage to enemies increased by 10, 17, 24. So shotgun stance got a buff. Okay, I guess PM Gunslingers will love this change. That's good. But no one uses Spiral Flame though, so that's like it's like nothing. No, actually for PM Gunslinger they can use this for as a way to do more stagger, so I guess it's a buff to PM Gunslinger. And what else? Sork. Damage in PvE for all skills except basic attack and awakening has increased by 2.8%. 2.8% damage increase. And Blade. Damage during PvE for general skills excluding Blade Burst, that's Surge, has been reduced by 4.4%. So that's not a good news. For remaining energy DB, your damage will be reduced by 4.4%. It won't be like a whole 4.4 since your surge won't be touched, so it will be less than 4.4. But this is not good news. Oh, not a good news. And also, surge got an indirect nerf as well. Even though your damage is like focus on surge skill, you still do some damage with your general skills too. So surge also got a nerf a little bit. Yeah, that's it, guys. I'm not gonna go over all the classes because I don't know like all the classes. So this is it, guys. I hope this information is helpful. Alright, see you guys on the next video.